They lied to you. They told you love would save you. They told you comfort would make you happy. They told you distractions were harmless, that pleasure was life, and that pain should always be avoided. But look around. Look at men today. Weak focus, short attention spans, empty confidence, always chasing validation, always scrolling, always reacting. If you're honest with yourself, you already feel it. Something is missing, and the truth is uncomfortable, but it's real. Real men are not forged in love. Real men are forged in pressure, isolation, discipline, and silence. No love, no distractions, just purpose. This is where strength is born. Most men never hear this because it doesn't sell comfort. It doesn't promise happiness. It demands sacrifice, and sacrifice scares people. The moment you stop chasing approval, the moment you stop needing someone to save you, something changes inside you. Your mind becomes sharper. Your emotions stop controlling you. You start hearing your own thoughts again. That's why this channel is called Rise Without Noise. Because real growth happens quietly, away from applause, away from attention, away from fake motivation. If this message already hit something inside you, don't ignore it. Take 2 seconds, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us. Not because it's popular, but because it's real. This space is for men who are done being distracted and ready to build something solid. From the time we are young, we are taught to seek love first. Approval from parents, validation from friends, attention from women, praise from society. And there is nothing wrong with love. But the problem begins when love becomes your fuel instead of your foundation. Because love is unpredictable. It comes and goes. It changes. It disappears. And when your strength depends on something external, you become fragile. That's why so many men fall apart after rejection, breakups, or failure. They were never taught how to stand alone. A man who cannot be alone cannot be strong. Silence is not weakness. Loneliness is not failure. Isolation is not punishment. It is training. When you remove noise, distractions, and constant emotional stimulation, you are forced to face yourself, your fears, your insecurities, your excuses. That's where most men quit. They fill the silence with entertainment, dopamine, attention, anything to avoid that confrontation. But the few who stay, they change. Think about every man you respect. Truly respect. Not celebrities, not influencers, but men with presence. Calm, grounded, controlled. They don't talk much. They don't chase attention. They don't need to explain themselves. That didn't come from comfort. That came from years of discipline, when nobody was watching. Nights when motivation was gone, but discipline stayed. Days when they felt invisible, but kept moving forward. Distractions are the enemy of greatness. Constant notifications, endless scrolling, cheap pleasure, emotional drama. All of it steals your energy without you noticing. You wake up tired, unfocused, unmotivated, and you think something is wrong with you. But the truth is, your mind is exhausted from overstimulation. A distracted man is an easily controlled man. He reacts instead of leads. He consumes instead of creates. Real men simplify. They remove. They cut off. They say no. No to pointless conversations. No to toxic relationships. No to habits that give pleasure today but steal power tomorrow. This isn't about becoming cold or emotionless. It's about becoming centered. About choosing long-term strength over short-term comfort. There will be a phase where it feels empty, where no one checks on you, where no one claps, where progress feels slow. That phase is crucial. That's where identity is built. That's where you stop performing for others and start building for yourself. Most men escape this phase. They return to noise. But the ones who stay come out different, sharper, quieter, unshakable. Love should add to your life, not define it. When a man builds himself first, love becomes a bonus, not a necessity. He doesn't beg for it. He doesn't fear losing it. He doesn't change himself to keep it. That's real confidence. And it can only come from self-mastery. There's a reason warriors trained alone. There's a reason monks embrace silence. There's a reason discipline has always been respected, because strength requires focus, and focus requires sacrifice. You don't need motivation every day. You need structure. You need standards. You need a code you follow even when no one is watching. Every day you have a choice: comfort or growth, distraction or discipline, noise or silence. The world will always offer easy escapes, but deep down, you know what you're avoiding. You know what needs to be done. You know the version of yourself you're capable of becoming. And that version doesn't come from love alone. It comes from pressure, responsibility, and self-respect. Rise without noise isn't just a name. It's a mindset. Build quietly. Improve privately. Let results speak. You don't need to announce your journey. You don't need validation. You need consistency. One day at a time. One disciplined choice after another. As this video comes to an end, I want you to reflect. Where are you distracted? Where are you depending on external validation? Where are you avoiding silence? Be honest. Growth starts with honesty. If this message spoke to you, comment below with one word that describes what you're working on right now. Discipline, focus, strength, control. And if you know another man who needs to hear this, share this video with him. Not everyone will understand it, but the right ones will.